Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. Have you ever wondered what's more important in a backyard chicken coop? A tireless layer that fills your egg basket? Or a living jewel with such spectacular plumage it looks like a work of art? In the fascinating world of Bantam chickens, this is the big question. If you're looking for a breed that combines utility and beauty, or if your heart beats only for art and exhibition, this video is for you. We're going to explore two Bantam breeds that represent the two sides of the same coin, the Rhode Island Red Bantam and the Sebright. So make sure to stick around until the end, because I guarantee that the direct comparison we'll do will help you make the best decision for your chicken coop. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now let's introduce our first competitor, the champion of productivity in a small package. The Rhode Island Red Bantam, the working and productive Bantam. In the world of purebred chickens, few are as respected as the Rhode Island Red. However, not everyone knows there's a miniature version, the Rhode Island Red Bantam, that keeps all the qualities of its full-sized parent intact. Unlike purely ornamental breeds, this hen is a working Bantam, designed to offer solid performance in a more compact package. It's the perfect choice for those who want the benefits of a great layer without the size that comes with it. This hen has been genetically selected to maintain the robustness and laying ability of the original breed. Its creation was no accident, but a deliberate effort to bring the efficiency of the Rhode Island Red to small spaces and into the hands of hobby breeders. It's proof that functionality doesn't have to be sacrificed for form, even in a small size. When considering her, aviculturists who prioritize productivity find her to be the ideal solution. She is a Bantam that not only looks good, but also has a clear and valuable purpose in the coop, earning her place with every egg she lays. She's a smart investment for the pragmatic keeper who values a return on their effort. The Rhode Island Red Bantam is not an independent breed, but a scaled-down replica of the famous standard Rhode Island Red. The original breed, developed in the state of Rhode Island, USA, became a pillar of the poultry industry for its excellent laying ability, resilience, and adaptability. When creating the Bantam version, breeders aimed to capture all these qualities in a smaller format. This connection to one of the world's most recognized layers gives it a lineage of quality that few Bantams can match. It's not a breed that's raised for its novelty, but for its working heritage and its proven history of efficiency. The seal of approval from the standard breed transfers directly to the Bantam, giving it instant credibility in the coop. In essence, the Rhode Island Red Bantam is a living testament to the success of genetics. Every desirable trait of the original Rhode Island Red, from its temperament to its color, has been preserved and concentrated in this small package. It's not just a pretty hen, it's the culmination of decades of genetic work. When talking about Bantams, size is, of course, one of the most important characteristics. The Rhode Island Red Bantam is a compact and well-proportioned hen with a weight that ranges from 1.5 to 2 pounds. Despite its small size, it has a robust and solid appearance, which distinguishes it from other more delicate Bantams. Its body is broad and deep, with a strong bone structure that reflects its heritage as a utility breed. It is not a fragile or slender Bantam. Its posture is firm and its appearance, energetic. This physical robustness is a direct indication of its health and resilience, traits inherited from the standard breed. In comparison to other Bantams, such as ornamental types, the Rhode Island Red Bantam feels more substantial. Its weight and density suggest a bird built to work, not just to be admired. It's a Bantam that stands with confidence, ready for the daily work of an active chicken coop. The plumage of the Rhode Island Red Bantam is one of its most attractive features, a perfect replica of the color that made the original breed famous. Its plumage is a vibrant and deep brownish red, with a sheen that gives it an almost metallic appearance under sunlight. This color is uniform throughout the body, without unwanted spots or patterns. This plumage is not just a matter of aesthetics, but also a distinctive trait of the breed. The uniformity of the color is a sign of its pure lineage and the careful genetic selection that has been maintained over the years. It is the plumage of a working breed, without the extravagances of ornamental breeds, but with a simple and powerful beauty. In the coop, the color of the Rhode Island Red Bantam stands out and makes her an easy bird to identify and admire. It is a plumage that denotes health and vitality and looks as good in a show as it does in a breeder's backyard. It is the functional beauty of a hen that was made to perform. The temperament of the Rhode Island Red Bantam is another of its great selling points. They are generally docile and easy to handle hens, which makes them excellent for keepers of all experience levels, including families with children. They are not shy or aggressive, but curious and active, always ready to explore their surroundings. Their social nature allows them to integrate well into mixed flocks, cohabiting without problems with other bantam breeds or even with full-sized hens, as long as they are given adequate space. They are birds that enjoy interacting with humans and can be tamed with patience and treats. Their character is one of the reasons they are so popular among backyard chicken keepers. In addition to their docility, they are excellent foragers. They love to search for insects and seeds, which not only keeps them busy, but also supplements their diet and keeps them healthy. This active and curious temperament is one of the reasons they are so efficient and resilient, making them a working bantam in every sense of the word. Laying ability is its strong point, one of the most prolific layers among bantams, and this is where the Rhode Island Red bantam truly shines. Although it is a miniature hen, its laying ability is impressive, far surpassing most other bantam breeds. It can lay between 200 and 250 small eggs per year, a number that rivals the production of many standard-sized hens. It's an egg machine in a compact size. This high production is the most valued genetic trait of the breed, and is what makes it such an attractive option for keepers who seek to maximize their egg production without sacrificing space. The Rhode Island Red Bantam is not a hen that lays only occasionally. She is a consistent and reliable layer, with a production cycle that remains strong for a long period of time. For the backyard chicken keeper, this laying ability means having fresh eggs on a regular basis without the need for a large flock. It is a way to get high productivity with lower feed consumption, which makes it one of the most efficient and profitable bantams on the market. The eggs of the Rhode Island Red Bantam are, as expected, smaller than those of its full-sized counterpart, but they are perfectly functional and delicious. They are generally classified as small to medium in size and have a strong shell that makes them ideal for home consumption. The shell color is an attractive light brown, which is consistent and uniform. This color is very popular among consumers of fresh eggs and adds a rustic and natural touch to the presentation. Although the size is smaller, the quality and taste of the egg are excellent, which for many breeders makes up for the size difference. The brooding instinct, or a hen's desire to sit on her eggs to hatch them, has been largely eliminated in many high production lines to favor consistent laying. The Rhode Island Red Bantam generally follows this trend, showing a low to moderate broody instinct. This is a significant advantage for the keeper who seeks regular egg production, since a broody hen stops laying eggs for several weeks, interrupting the productive cycle. Regarding the weight of her eggs, it's important to remember that, although she is a prolific layer, the size of the egg is proportional to that of the hen. Her eggs typically weigh between 1.2 and 1.4 ounces, classifying them as small in size, but with excellent consistency and shell quality. For a backyard keeper, this is a very useful quantity and size for daily family consumption, since the hen consumes less feed to produce them. One of the great advantages of Rhode Island Red chickens is their early sexual maturity, and the Bantam version is no exception. These little layers usually start laying their first eggs between 22 and 24 weeks of age, a remarkably short period of time that allows the keeper to see a return on their investment in a matter of months. This early start to laying is not only a matter of the breeder's impatience, but it is also an indicator of its productive potential. A hen that starts laying at an early age is more likely to have a long and robust production cycle, maintaining a high laying rate during her first and second year. It is one of the key characteristics that distinguishes her as a high-performance utility breed. The Rhode Island Red Bantam is a champion of feed efficiency. Due to its smaller size, it requires a significantly smaller amount of daily feed than a standard-sized hen. This low feed intake, combined with its high laying ability, makes it one of the most cost-effective hens to keep in terms of cost-to-benefit ratio. For a backyard keeper, this translates to lower operating costs and higher profitability. With a proper diet that includes quality feed and the necessary nutrients for laying, these small birds can produce a surprising amount of eggs with a fraction of the feed a larger hen would consume. Their efficient metabolism and working hen heritage are the key to this success. In essence, the efficiency of the Rhode Island Red Bantam is one of the reasons why it is the preferred choice of keepers who seek maximum productivity with minimal resources. It's a hen that does more with less, which makes it a smart investment for any coop. The main purpose of the Rhode Island Red Bantam is clear and direct, to be a reliable and constant source of eggs. It is not bred for its extravagant feathers or its rarity, but for its functionality. It's the perfect hen for the backyard keeper who wants a docile and productive hen, without the large space or feed needs of a larger breed. This hen is made for the pragmatic keeper, the one who values a fresh breakfast over beauty in the coop. Its existence is a direct response to the need for efficient laying hens in limited spaces, proving that egg production is not exclusive to standard-sized breeds. Thus, the Rhode Island Red Bantam is the ideal choice for those who see their chickens as more than just pets. They see them as part of a productive homestead. It's a breed that works hard, looks good, and is a joy to have in the coop. Now let's move to the other side of the Bantam chicken spectrum. If the Rhode Island Red Bantam is the worker, the Sebright is the artist. This breed was not developed to fill your egg basket, but to fill your coop with beauty. It is one of the smallest Bantam breeds, instantly recognizable by its exquisite appearance and unique plumage. The Sebright is a true Bantam, which means there is no large version of it. It was created in the 19th century by Sir John Sebright of England, with the sole purpose of being an exhibition hen. Everything about it, from its size to its plumage, is designed for aesthetic perfection, which makes it one of the oldest and most celebrated ornamental breeds. For the keeper who is looking for a hen for exhibitions or simply to add a living jewel to their collection of birds, the Sebright is the undisputed option. It is a hen that attracts all eyes and is valued for its rarity and its appearance, not for its functionality and egg production. As we mentioned, the Sebright is one of the few breeds that are genuinely bantams. That is, they do not come from the miniaturization of a larger breed. It was created by the visionary Sir John Sebright, who dedicated years to selective crosses to achieve the unique characteristics that define it. His meticulous work resulted in a bird that is, in itself, a work of art. This distinction as a true bantam makes it very special among keepers and lovers of purebreds. It is not a copy but an original creation that stands out for its history and its lineage. Its development was driven by a passion for beauty, and not by the need for a laying hen, which places it in a very different category from the Rhode Island Red Bantam. The legacy of Sir John Sebright lives on in every Sebright hen. It is a reminder that poultry keeping is not only a matter of production, but also a form of art and dedication to genetics and beauty. The most impressive feature of the Sebright is, without a doubt, its plumage. Its feathers have a laced pattern, where each feather is surrounded by a thin black edge that contrasts with the base color, which can be gold or silver. This effect creates a lace-like appearance over the entire body of the bird, giving it an air of sophistication and elegance not found in any other breed. This plumage pattern, known as Bolton lacing, is incredibly difficult to breed and maintain to perfection, which makes every Sebright with a well-defined plumage a true jewel. It is a work of years of genetic selection to ensure that the black edge is fine and uniform on every single feather. The appearance of the Sebright is what makes it so desired. It is a bird that does not go unnoticed and has become an icon of poultry shows. Its beauty is its purpose, and the laced plumage is the manifestation of that beauty. A fascinating and unique characteristic of Sebright roosters is that they are hen-feathered. This means they do not have the typical long, pointed feathers on the neck, tail, and saddle that are characteristic of most roosters. Instead, their feathers are round and short, very similar to those of a hen. This trait, one of the signatures of the breed, was intentionally developed by Sir John Sebright. This characteristic gives the Sebright rooster a more subtle and less aggressive appearance than that of a common rooster, which makes it very interesting for breeders. It is a trait that is rarely seen and requires very specific genetics to manifest correctly. Hen-feathered plumage is a perfect example of how ornamental breeds are bred with a focus on aesthetics and uniqueness, rather than on functionality. In the case of the Sebright, this trait distinguishes it from all other breeds and makes it unmistakable. The Sebright comes in two main colors, both with the same laced plumage pattern that characterizes it. The silver Sebright has a white, almost silver base color with a black edge, and the golden Sebright has a golden base color with a black edge. Both varieties are equally impressive and coveted, in addition to being the only two color varieties of the breed recognized by the American Poultry Association. These two color options allow breeders to choose the one that best suits their aesthetic tastes or presentation in shows. The beauty of the Sebright is manifested in these two classic shades, each with its own charm and elegance. The choice between a silver and a gold is often a matter of personal preference, since both varieties are genetically identical in their shape and plumage pattern. What matters is the perfect contrast between the base color and the black edge that defines the breed. The temperament of the Sebright can be described as lively and active. They are small birds that are constantly on the move, exploring and foraging. Their personality is curious and confident, and they approach people with curiosity. However, they can also be shy or nervous and require gentle handling to feel comfortable. Unlike the calm docility of the Rhode Island Red Bantam, the Sebright's temperament is more energetic. They move with grace and confidence, which makes them very attractive in the coop. They are birds that seem aware of their own beauty and enjoy being the center of attention. This active and lively temperament makes them an interesting addition to any coop. Although they are not as docile as other breeds, their unique personality and lively behavior make them a joy to watch. Regarding their laying ability, in comparison to the Rhode Island Red Bantam, it is their weak point. This is where the Sebright shows its main difference from a utility breed. Its laying ability is low to moderate, with an annual production that rarely exceeds 80 small eggs. This low yield is a direct consequence of their breeding, where beauty was the priority, not functionality. For a keeper who is looking for eggs for daily consumption, the Sebright is not the ideal option. Its purpose is not production, and expecting a high lay rate from it would be a disappointment. It is a hen that is kept for its beauty, and its eggs are seen as an occasional bonus, not as the main reason for having her. At this point, it is clear that the Sebright and the Rhode Island Red Bantam are on opposite ends of the poultry spectrum. One is a dedicated layer, the other is a jewel that occasionally produces a large number of eggs. The Sebright's eggs are small, even for a bantam, and usually have a white or cream-colored shell. Although they are edible and delicious, their small size and low production make them unsuitable for the keeper who is looking for a constant supply of eggs for the family. The quality of the egg is good, but the quantity is the limiting factor. The Sebright's egg is a byproduct of its beauty, not the hen's reason for being. The uniformity of the egg can vary, and the white to cream color is what is expected for the breed. While the Sebright's eggs are an interesting addition to the coop, their main value does not lie in their production. The brooding instinct in the Sebright is, in general, very low. Unlike utility breeds that have often had this trait bred out to avoid interrupting laying, with the Sebright, it is simply not a genetic priority. As an ornamental breed, its focus on plumage perfection and physical conformation has set aside natural reproductive instincts. This means it is very rare for a Sebright hen to go broody, which makes her unsuitable if the goal is for her to hatch her own eggs. Due to this low broody instinct, Sebright hens are not considered good mothers. They rarely sit on their nests, and, if they do by chance, they may abandon the eggs before they hatch or not adequately care for the chicks. For breeders who want to reproduce this breed, artificial incubation is almost always the only reliable option, which once again highlights its nature as a show bird and not a farm bird. Regarding sexual maturity, the Sebright matures at a slower rate than high-production laying breeds. While the Rhode Island Red Bantam may start laying around 6 months of age, the Sebright usually reaches sexual maturity and begins laying its first eggs between 6 and 7 months of age. This late maturity is a common trait in many ornamental breeds, where development is focused on the perfection of form and plumage rather than on reproductive function. The late start to laying in the Sebright is a constant reminder of its purpose. It is not a breed for the impatient, but for those dedicated to beauty. When it finally starts laying, its production is sporadic and low volume. Therefore, the Sebright keeper must understand that the reward is not measured in the number of eggs in the basket, but in the satisfaction of raising a bird of singular beauty and perfection. The fundamental purpose of the Sebright is exhibition and ornament. It is the perfect hen for the keeper who appreciates the art of genetics and the perfection of form and plumage. She is not kept for her utility, but for the pleasure of having one of the most beautiful and unique breeds in the world. Sebright breeders often focus on breed standards, seeking perfection in the laced feather pattern and body conformation. Their goal is to produce birds that can win awards at shows, where beauty is the main criterion. In this sense, the Sebright is a luxury bird, an investment in beauty and passion. It is not a hen for everyone, but for those who see value in the art of poultry keeping itself. Now that we have explored in detail the characteristics of the Rhode Island Red Bantam, our high-production working bantam, and the Sebright, our ornamental bantam, it is time to put them side by side for a direct and final comparison. We are going to summarize their key differences and help you decide which of these two incredible breeds is right for you. In this definitive comparison, it is clear that the choice between these two bantam breeds comes down entirely to your priorities. On one hand, the Rhode Island Red Bantam is the undisputed champion of utility, whose main purpose is egg production. Its high yield and docile temperament make it the ideal option for a practical and productive coop. On the other hand, the Sebright is a bird born for ornament and exhibition. Its low laying yield is amply compensated by its unparalleled beauty, its laced plumage, and its uniqueness, making it a true jewel for lovers of poultry aesthetics. There is no better option than the other, only the one that best aligns with your passion and your goals, whether they are fresh eggs or a collection of birds that steal all the glances. Now, the decision is yours. Will it be the tireless Rhode Island Red Bantam that fills your coop with life and eggs? Or will you fall in love with the unparalleled beauty of the Sebright, a living jewel that will steal all the glances? If this video has helped you see clearly, show us your support. Subscribe right now to our channel so you don't miss a single tip, hit the notification bell to be the first to find out about our new videos, leave us a like to let us know we're on the right track, and share this video with other chicken enthusiasts. To your success, fellow chicken keeper, see you next time.